Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to start with the brain today. And as usual, we start with the external structures. And thank you, David, for giving us your brain. The one that's here. Okay. Okay, if I was to say, what's this lobe of the brain, what would you guys say? Okay, if I was to say, what's this lobe of the brain? Frontal. If I was to say, what's this lobe of the brain? Occipital. If I was to say, what lobe of this brain? Temporal. If I was to say, what is this groove right here? This line? Sulcus? Sulcus? Okay, and then what about the bump? What is this bump? Gyrus. Okay, okay, excellent. And what about this big crack in the middle here? Longitudinal fissure. Yes, thank you. Excellent. All right, and this part of the brain is the cerebellum. Okay, and this middle part of the cerebellum is called the vermis. Yes, that's excellent. Okay. So the falx cerebri, which is the cranial receptor, normally lies in the longitudinal fissure. Okay. And then the tentorium cerebelli, which was that tough one to cut, is that part of the dura mater that separates the cerebrum from the cerebellum. Okay. So the tentorium cerebelli. Okay, excellent. Now we flip over to the bottom part. Okay. And like I said, the one thing we need to know is the cranial nerves. So we do what's there. So what is this right here up in the front? Olfactory number 1. Excellent. What about this one right here? Optic number? Isn't that nice? How about if I do this? Does it confuse you? Okay. If I do this one right, this stump facing forward, what is this? Yes, oculomotor number 3, yes, thank you. And this stump in the back here? Yes, number 5. Yeah, you guys are good. You're styling over here. Okay, now this one right this one right here, I said even if you don't see anything, guys, don't be like, this guy is nuts. Okay, I said usually gets cut off, but this very last part of the brain, the medulla, if I put a stick over here and I'm asking about a cranial nerve, what would you say? Yes, number 12. Excellent. So those are the ones that are definitely coming, because those are the ones I could really ask. Okay, excellent. All right, and then of course the optic chiasm is here. It's just the other half is missing. Okay, and then there's pituitary over here. The mammillary body is on the back. Okay. All right. So then there's the medulla right there. Yeah. The mammillary bodies. These little things. Optic chiasm on the front. Okay. So now we go to the internal structures. Okay. How about this side? How about this side? The both sides are looking good anyway, but here goes. Okay. If I say what's that chamber of the brain? Right here, what did you say? Fourth ventricle. Yeah, it's okay to get it wrong. It's okay. That way you kind of learn it. Fourth ventricle. Okay. All right. Now this one here in front of this circular nucleus. What is this? Third ventricle. Now you can chime in here. Third ventricle. Excellent. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So the third ventricle is connected to the fourth ventricle by this sort of sleek area here. What's this called? What's this connector here? If I put a sticker here and I say what's that part or little that connects, or canal that connects the chambers of the brain, you say cerebral aqueduct. Cerebral aqueduct, okay? And then this squiggly white one here, what is that? It's got those 4 nuclei that I talked about. Yes, shout it out, you're correct. Yes, yes, spit it out. What did you say? You said it. No, you said something. You mumbled the right answer. You just wasn't confident enough. No, you're in the back. Yeah. In the back. You said it's okay to get it wrong now. It's okay. I won't kill you, I promise. It's okay to get it wrong, guys. You said it. It starts with a C. You said it. Just say what you said. You don't know what you said? Okay, I'll forgive you then. It's corpora quadrigemina. Is being honest. Okay. Corpora quadrigemina. Okay, because it's made up of 2 superior colliculi, 2 inferior colliculi. So it's corpora quadrigemina. Okay, part of the midbrain. So this, if I put a sticker here, you say corpora quadrigemina. Now there's this little squiggle that sort of goes vertical up here. Okay, what's that? It starts with a P. Yeah, posterior commissure. Yes, excellent. Ooh, this one right here. You see, it starts from this squiggle here for the corpora quadrigemina, and then the one that goes up like that vertically, that is the posterior commissure. Okay, then it comes from this sort of cone-shaped nucleus. What's that? Pineal body. Yes. Good friend right there, Margarita. Yeah. I was like, I gotta look now. I can't resist. Okay. Okay. Now this secular one, what is this? Thalamus. Yes. And then below the thalamus is the hypothalamus, and then the pituitary follows later on. Okay. Excellent, my excellent friends. And this right here, this white sort of strip on the top here that connects the cerebral hemispheres, what's that? It starts with a C. Corpus callosum, yes, thank you so much, my excellent friend. Corpus callosum. All right, and then the one on the bottom, the phonics, yes, excellent. If I put a sticker over here and I'm talking about, what's that chamber of the brain filled with CSF, what did you say? Lateral ventricle, yes, excellent, lateral ventricle. All right, on the other side, well, if I put a sticker on the same sort of location, but I'm talking about what's that thin sheet that separates the chambers of the brain? Yes, septum pellucidum. Okay, so you have to sort of read the question. It will be descriptive of what I'm asking, because there are places that are ambiguous that could be both things, just like the grooves and the sulcus or the lobes and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So you have to sort of read the question, and then don't just say, oh, parietal, but I'll be asking for the bulb. Okay, so be careful of that. You lose points unnecessarily. Okay, that's good. Okay, and here I think we may have it, but there's a little dot in front of this. It's not very clear on this one, but it's right there. You see this? Do you see it now? This little circle right here. Do you see it? Yeah. That is which one now? Anterior commissure. Okay. The posterior commissure does it at the back, connects the left and right cerebral hemispheres, and then this one does it in the front, is the anterior commissure, and the major connector is of course the corpus callosum, the one that we said has got 300 million axons crossing from the left to the right side of the brain. Okay. All right. That's it right there. And then this part, of course, is the sort of the cerebral peduncle, because it kind of sort of joins this to the top, but it's also in the area of the midbrain. Okay, cerebral peduncle, midbrain, it's okay, but the midbrain is really up here with the corpora quadrigemina, where the superior and inferior colliculi are, but it kind of goes down here. Yeah, you could say midbrain for that, because the midbrain surrounds the cerebral aqueduct. You see, this is the cerebral aqueduct here. So this is to the top, and then this to the bottom, and then part of this is also the cerebral peduncle that join the cerebellum to the upper parts of the brain. Okay. Then, of course, after the midbrain, you have the pons, which you can't really see here. We may have to cut this a little bit more. It's a bulge here, and then, of course, the medulla oblongata here. Okay. So that's the brain, internal and external parts. Okay, and all the nucleus identified, and all the chambers of the brain identified, except for this one, which I said is the on top of the corpora quadrigemina. Anterior colliculus. This is the anterior colliculus, this sort of pinkish, more pinkish, on top of the white. Anterior colliculus, corpora quadrigemina, pineal body, posterior commissure, okay, cerebral aqueduct, fourth ventricle, thalamus, hypothalamus, phonix, corpus callosum. This sheet of thin sheet that separates the lateral ventricles, that will be the septum pellucidum, and then of course this is the lateral ventricle. You might see the choroid plexus maybe here. You see the ones in the third ventricle.